Anybody from the education system who is here, whether you're K through 12 or higher ed, you know that the Recovery Act is going to provide to Michigan $2.2 billion. Now, this is one-time money, so we want to make sure that the one-time money is spent on things that will set you on the right path for the long term, and those who are leading these organizations know exactly what I'm talking about. You don't want to invest in new programs that will have to go away after a year because the money is no longer there. But you can invest in weatherization, in reducing your energy costs, in increasing your technology, et cetera, to be able to serve more kids. There is a huge opportunity there. Michigan will also get additional dollars for Head Start, early childhood education. We will get a lot of money for weatherization. Here comes Carol. She's probably telling me to shut up. Weatherization. All right, I'm looking at you because I'm expecting you. I know, but there's so. All right, we're getting a lot of money for weatherization. Detroit's getting $33 million on its own. 6,500 homes are going to be upgraded for weatherization in Detroit. Energy efficiency tax credits that you all can apply for in your own homes. People who are earning under $44,000 a year, they'll get $6,500 to do upgrades to their homes, which is great. Healthcare, I said we were going to get a bunch of money for Medicaid, but we're also getting money for those who have left their jobs for COBRA. It's going to buy, COBRA is ridiculously expensive, right? So it'll buy down 65% of the COBRA amount, which will make it more affordable. That's part of this. There's more money in there for federally qualified health centers so that we can focus on prevention and front side help as a state. Neighborhoods are going to be getting significant dollars through the Neighborhood Stabilization Act. Blight elimination, Detroit is getting $47 million to tear down old and abandoned buildings, which is great. It's a public safety issue. It's a community issue. There is a whole initiative on foreclosure that's separate, and I hope that I'll be able to come back, or at least to certain of your groups, to talk about that. Detroit is getting $10 million for safety through JAG and burn grant dollars. And then roads, which may be the most visible aspect of putting people to work. Roads, infrastructure, sewers, bridges. This area will get about $500 million between the state and the federal program this construction season. $500 million. That could put 14,000 people to work in this region alone. So there is a huge opportunity to put people to work now, but we also have to adopt the policies that will engage road builders and make our roads good for the long term too. And I hope I get a chance to talk about that. Okay, that's just a brief overview of what the Federal Recovery Act does to enhance what the state is focused on and doing. And the last thing I'll just say is, before turning it over to Carol for questions, is that I know you know, because you wouldn't be here if you didn't care about this great state and our future and know deeply what our challenges are due to. But despite all of the anger that may be out there because of the loss of jobs and I think the harshness that we often have about ourselves as a state, I think you know, because you're still here, that this is a fantastic state. It's got unbelievable bones as a state. And I heard a statistic the other day on CNN that in this time of really deep challenge across the country, volunteerism has increased by 30%. 30%. And I think that says a lot about our nation, but I also know that that's true in Michigan. We are one of the most generous people, especially when times are tough. We have the most robust foundation community in the country. So despite everything, we know we're going through a hard time. But Michigan, we're going to be all right.